From My News 26 and CCTV, it's high school football. Coming to you this season from schools throughout the region. This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. And by Munson Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services.
Okay, we are joining the national anthem. All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to exciting high school football action here on 26 Sports and CCTV. I'm Jeff Castillo, and joining me in the broadcast booth tonight will be Mr. Mike Redmond. How you doing tonight, Mike?
Good, Jeff. Beautiful night for a football game here at a beautiful complex.
Absolutely. We are in beautiful Lake City, Michigan at the Lake City Athletic Complex tonight, bringing you a Highland Conference showdown between the Manton Rangers and the Lake City Trojans. Both teams come in with an identical 3-0 overall record and sit atop the always tough Highland Conference. I think we're going to be in for a really good one tonight. Both teams got off to a really good start this year, especially Manton, who struggled just a little bit last year. They did end up winning their last 3 games last season. I think that might have helped build some momentum coming into this year. And they came in this year with a lot of confidence and are, like I said, currently 3-0 and 1-0 in the conference.
Yeah, I think, with Manton, I don't think they quite got where they wanted to be last season either, so they're still pretty motivated. And, with the new coach on top of it, bringing a lot of enthusiasm. So, this is a stage that's well set here tonight for a good game.
Yep, and it's a good rivalry. We did enjoy the Lake City Band, who played the national anthem for us. They are directed by band director Adam Eisenreich, and and also the drum major is Kyle Bersano. So we want to make sure and give them credit. They did a fine job. And right now the starting Trojans are coming out onto the field as they're being announced. We have PA announcer Jeff Hingston, the voice of Lake City football for many years. That's always a great thing to hear, Jeff's voice running the PA tonight. Also have the clock. Mr. Dustin Webb is running the clock tonight. He does a fine job. And so everything is ready to roll, and we will be ready for exciting first half action here as soon as these teams are announced. All right, Matt, boy, we've got a beautiful night for football tonight. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a little sticky right now, but clear sky, the sun's going to come down. And as far as just not having to fight any element of weather, you've got it tonight.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You've got it.
Not a cloud in the sky. I think maybe unfortunately, all the clouds and everything might be down by North Carolina and South Carolina. So we're awful lucky to have what we have up here right now, and unfortunately for the people down there that are dealing with what they're dealing with.
Yeah, we're going to have some countrymen in some hard times there for a while.
All right, so the teams are getting their last-second strategies all set to go. Looks like we're getting ready for the kickoff. We have referee Mr. Jan Valaquette tonight. Umpire is Mitch Leslie. Our line judge is Jim Kozlowski. Back judge Kevin Leary. And our head linesman tonight is going to be Brian Travis. So pretty experienced crew. They've been at it for quite a while. We'll Hopefully the fans will agree with all their calls tonight, but I can't make any guarantees on that one.
Well, if I was a betting man, I think you know how I would, because even when it's a good call and it goes against your team, there's usually a negative reaction.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so it looks like Lake City is getting set up for the opening kickoff. They are going to be kicking off to Manton. Looks like Manton has number 22, Nick Dunham, and I just can't read that other number. Might be number 15, Isaac Radin back there. And there is the kick. Looks like a long one. He takes it at about the 10-yard line. He's heading to the right, looking for an opening, cuts to the sideline. He's got some room. He got around the corner. Here comes a big hit. Looks like he got all the way up to about the 43-yard line, and good starting position for the Rangers.
Yeah, nice return. Nice blocking, intelligently run by the running back. That was well done.
All right, so good field position to start the first drive for the Rangers. We've got quarterback Jacob Hahn in the shotgun, taking the snap. Looks like number 3, Lucas McKernan, spread out to the left as long as Trevor Solani. Passes up. It's floating a little bit, and a nice grab. Did he get his feet down? He did get his feet down, and what a spectacular catch right off the bat. That was number 5, Cole Rigneris, with a beautiful catch from quarterback Jacob Hahn.
At this level of football, you don't see it much better than that. That was just,
one
paw.
Yeah, he timed it perfect, got up, and actually Lake City defender was up looking like he was, thinking interception.
He was in the right position. He was deeper than the receiver, but he just got out jumped.
Yep, Rigneris got up there, made a good timing play.
Right on the sideline. Right on the sideline.
Okay, so we actually did have a flag on the play. It was against the defense. Obviously, they are going to decline that and take possession at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Rangers. Hahn is back in the shotgun, takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's looking for room. Lake City's defense coming in, and a big sack. That was number 32. And that is David Greenfield in for the sack. Takes him all the way back to the 44-yard line, still in Lake City territory, and that was a huge play by David Greenfield.
The blitz was on. They had at least 4 red jerseys there in hot pursuit.
Okay, so that's going to bring up a 1st and 22 or so. Hands it off. Not much room there. Got up to maybe about the 43. Nope, looks like still the 44, the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring in a 3rd and long for the Rangers.
And number 99 for Lake City on the stop there.
Yeah, I'm pretty
that's
sure.
That's our kicker, Walker Herrick.
I'm pretty sure that is. We got a number discrepancy here, but we'll get that taken care of before the end. Okay, and here we go. Another sack by the Lake City Trojans. That's taken him all the way back into Ranger territory. He was tackled back on the 44-yard line of Manton. Actually, it looks like the 45-yard line. So that is going to bring up a 4th and a mile and a half.
Yeah, not just a sack, but a lot of force on that hit, too.
Two in a row.
He really smacked them.
Yep, so Lake City's defense is kind of setting the stage for the night, letting the offensive line know what they're going to be in for tonight. All right, here goes the punt. Gets it up. Gets it to turn over. It's a pretty good punt. Got pretty good hang time, and that's number 1, Devin Davis, calling for the fair catch. And he takes it back at the Lake City 20-yard line, where they are going to start their first offensive drive of the night.
Really good punt there. Number 86 for Lake City. I know it was one of those where you can feel it hit your hand. But it didn't. He just missed blocking that thing.
Yeah,
really
it was
close.
A good punt. Boy, he had some good hang time on that. Didn't allow the Devin Davis to have any time for a return. So smart move, and he'll take it at the 20-yard line. Okay, here comes the Lake City offense. They have scored a ton of points this year. Over 100, and a bad snap goes over the head of Matt Holt. Holt is able to grab it, tackled down at about the 4 to 5 yard line. So a mistake on the Lake City offense right off the bat, and both teams seem to be going in the wrong direction.
Yep, Caleb Melke will get credited for the sack there, and he was busted through right away, so he would have made that play difficult, I think, either way. A little tall on the snap.
All right, so that is going to bring up a second and right around 22 yards for the Trojans. They are a quick strike offense. They have got a lot of big play capability, so this is not insurmountable for them. All right, Holt takes a snap back in the shotgun. He hands it off to Thome. Thome makes his way through, gets all the way back up to about the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. Good running by Noah Thome.
Yep, excellent blocking up front for the Lake City offensive line, and he just waited for it to open up and took advantage. You know, it's nice to see these kids, you know, seeing some mistakes here in the beginning because, you know, they're all pumped for the game.
Yeah.
You know, they're all ready to go, so.
Yeah, well, a little bit of nerves, you know,
Yep.
first drive and everything, but they're going to get settled in. So we've got a 3rd and 10 for the Trojans. Holt takes it from the shotgun. He's looking for room, and there's number 50 of Manton and a host of others coming in for a sack. That brings Holt down at the 10-yard line. That was number 50, Trenton Lytle, on the tackle, along with a couple extra troops that came in late.
Yeah, Trent Grover and Connor McGrew were right on top of that as well.
All right, looks like it's going to force Lake City into a punting down. Manton has number 5, Cole Regneris, owner of the nicest play of the game so far with that spectacular catch, and let's see what he can do with the punt return. All right, here comes the punt. It's going to be a squiggler. Looks like it was heading for the sidelines, and that went out at around they're deeming it to be about the 30-yard line, so pretty short punt. That's going to give Manton some good field position in Lake City territory at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it didn't come off the foot the way he would have liked it to.
No,
You get those.
don't think that's what he was trying to do.
Helps you to refocus for the next punt.
All right, so let's see if Lake City's defense is up for the task. Hahn takes the snap, hands it off to number 11. That's Trevor Solani. Solani working his way around the right side, able to get a couple before being brought down. Looked like number 1, Devin Davis, on the tackle.
Yeah, pretty good blocking, but really good contained by Lake City there as well. So.
Yep. They stretched him out. He was
They
looking to
did.
get upfield and just couldn't find an opening.
Yeah, you can see the speed there too. He's got it. It just wasn't any place to use it.
All right, he did end up pick up about 3 yards. Going to bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Rangers. Hahn takes a snap, hands it off to number 22. That's Nick Dunham. Dunham working his way through. He's got some room. He's across for a 1st down. Looks like he made it all the way down to about close to the 15-yard line. 1st down for the Rangers.
Yeah, just a good hard-nosed run there.
All right, so both teams showing they can move the ball. Hahn gets the play in from Coach Eric Solani, first-year coach for the Rangers this year. First-year head coach, I should say. He has been with the program for a while. Looks over the defense. Hahn is in the shotgun. There goes son Trevor Solani in motion. Hahn keeps it, tries it up the middle. Not much there, but he is able to pick up a few before being brought down.
Yeah, Coach Solani's got just a couple years involved with the game of football, I think,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
look at his resume. Definitely not new to it.
But, you know, first year at the
Yep.
head coach helm, and
Yep.
he's got them going in the right direction here. They're 3-0 so far, and
Lot
trying
of,
to keep the ball rolling.
A lot of excitement in
Okay.
Ranger territory right now.
All right, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Got some yellow laundry on the field. We all know what that means. It's just a matter of who it's on. Looks like it's going to be offside on Lake City. That's going to give Manton 5 free ones and bring them closer to a 1st down. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 3 from about just inside the 10-yard line for the Rangers. Okay, we've got Lane Helsel out left along with Solani. The give is to Nick Dunham up the middle. Looks like it was good for a couple, but definitely short of the 1st down. Going to bring up a decision here. This is 4-down territory for the Rangers. So they have decided they are going for it. They've got about a 3rd and a long 3 to go. Hahn is in the shotgun, talking with Trevor Solani right now, trying to set something up. Here comes the snap. Decides to keep it himself, works it up the middle. He is close to 1st down yardage. Not sure if he's going to make it or not.
Looked like it,
on
not
where
quite,
yeah, not
but
even.
we'll see.
Nope, I don't
Yeah.
think it's even close.
Yeah, somebody got him by the ankles pretty quick into that.
All right. I think they might have had it wrong. Okay, so
I knew,
that was
yeah,
third down.
That was third. You wouldn't
So-
expect that play in that position.
Right.
so
Yeah, I was
before,
looking
so.
at
Yep.
the field stick guy
It
there,
wasn't right.
and he had the wrong one up. So now they tried up the middle on fourth down and denied. Lake City with a huge defensive stand deep in their territory, and that's going to deny the Manton Rangers of points. We've got 5:04 left in the first quarter. And
Yeah,
the
there
Trojans
was
taking over the ball on downs.
There was nothing there. There was absolutely not a gap anywhere. Yeah, we these broadcasts wouldn't happen without some sponsors, would they, Jeff?
Nope. Who do we
Tonight
have,
we're
Mike?
presented by Munson Healthcare, Cadillac Hospital, Wolverine Power Cooperative, and Great Lakes Energy, Fox Motors of Cadillac, Cadillac Tire, LC Materials, Bowman and Rogers, Lake City Family Pharmacy, A-Tech Automotive, Ash's Coffee Cup, and Pizza Plus.
Okay, all kinds of sponsors. That's great that they are behind the broadcast, and we're lucky to be able to bring this to you.
Yeah, it's an excellent thing, but you know, it all has to be. You got to pay the piper for everything, so it's good to see that help coming in.
Absolutely. Okay, Lake City's first down run was good for about a long 4, maybe close to 5 yards. That's going to give them a second and a long 5 at their own 13-yard line. Holt is under center this time. He's looking over the defense, pitches it over to number 32. That's David Greenfield. Greenfield heads up. Manton defenders right there. Looks like he did get a few yards on the play. Going to be short of the first down by a long yard. It's going to bring up a very important 3rd and 1. They're trying to get a little field position going here and kind of get out of the hole.
Yeah, defenses are mostly stingy so far on both sides. Really pursuing the ball well, and a lot of good push up front. And it's tough to play offense when they do that to you.
Yeah,
It just is.
Absolutely.
It's tough.
All right, so big play here, 3rd and 1 for Lake City. Matt Holt, Lake City quarterback, is under center, taking a look, hands it off inside. Looks like there's enough yardage for the first down. Trying to see who the handoff was to.
Number 9.
That was number 9. Okay, so that is Miles McLeod. Nice run by Miles right up the gut. Good for a Lake City first down all the way out to the 23-yard line of Lake City.
Yeah, they had a little misdirection on that play, and it was well timed. It's well executed. Good blocks up front by the Lake City offensive line.
All right, here we go. Holt gets back into the shotgun position, hands it off to number 11, Noah Thome. Thome looking to get around the left side. Does get a couple before he's brought down by big number 77, Jake Renfer.
Play didn't really come together there, but a really nice block by Devin Davis for Lake City on the left side. He put himself in harm's way there. Just couldn't quite spring the running back.
All right, we do have a short delay here. The officials took a timeout, and now they've got everything rolling. The Trojans are, coached by head coach Kyle Smith, assistant coach Kevin Kent, and Don Duddles. Manton's head coach is Eric Solani, assistant coach Tom Skyver, Jim Collins, Kyle McGrew, Adam Coleman, and Chad Weston. Here comes Lake City. Second down. David Greenfield's got the handoff. He's got room around the right side. He's getting all the way to the sideline and finally brought down just before the 40-yard line and all the way down to about the 42-yard line in Ranger territory. Beautiful run by David Greenfield.
Yep, and very well coached. Right at the end of the run, he covered it up with both hands. Make sure you keep hold of the football.
Yeah, protect the ball. They was at their game last week, and they had a number of turnovers. I'm sure they were working on that during practice. That's something that you always want to work on and prevent from happening. Looks like we are taking a little timeout here. We've got 2:45 left in this first quarter. Mike?
These games, Jeff, there's more than one. You can watch them more than just in the seats of the stadiums here. You can watch them after the fact, and there's 2 options for getting your hands on the DVDs. You can go to cctv-cadillac.org, or you can go to mynews26.com to get these games. You can get pre-ordered box sets of all of Cadillac games. And our trucks are out at around 16 different games throughout the season, and all those games are available for different box sets for different teams. Cadillac, Manton, McBain, Music, Lake City. Just lots of opportunities to relive some of these great moments here of Friday night high school football.
All right, awesome. What a nice option for the families to be able to, have a DVD collection of their playing days in high school. That would have certainly been nice when we were back in high school. Okay, so here come the Trojans at the Manton 42-yard line. Matt Holt under center is going to hand it off to Greenfield again. Greenfield looking for more room around the right-hand side. Looks like he gained about 9 on that play, a yard short of a first down, but he is all the way down to about the 34-yard line of Manton. So Lake City's offense starting to gain a little momentum here.
Yeah, it looks like some of the pregame jitters are maybe going away for Lake City by the looks of things. Getting back to what they do here, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. All right, Holt runs into the huddle. He's got the call from Coach Kyle Smith. Got Devin Davis off to the left with Ryan Twenski. Handoff is to Greenfield. Greenfield's running up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. Gets across the 30-yard line down to the 29. That's going to be a Lake City first down.
Nice play.
Okay, so Lake City continues to move the chains to the crowd's delight. Tell you what, this Lake City crowd, they've been treated to some pretty good football the last couple years.
Yeah.
Outstanding season last year, making it deep into the playoffs. Ended up with a 12-1 record and starting off 3-0 this year. All right, here comes Holt. Another handoff to Greenfield. Greenfield looking for running room, takes it right up the middle. Walker here is dragging him. I'm not sure if that was the penalty flag that was thrown. The officials are talking that over, and
well, you got a little overzealous, but
yeah.
That's the type of spirit you do love to see. They just don't allow that one.
It's hard. He just couldn't help himself. I mean,
they're not going to let me run the ball. I'm going to help you run it.
Exactly.
So that's good stuff. But
yeah. With his size, he might have been able to just grab the ball from him and run it himself.
he is a force out there.
Would that have been something?
From last year, his kicking alone, but yet he also does a lot of things out on the field besides the kicking.
Yep, that would have been good. Okay, so it's going to take him back to the looks like the 29-yard line. Second and 9. Sorry, here comes Thome. Thome's still looking for room. Held up by number 77, Jake Renfer. More flags on the field. So the officials are going to talk it over and see what they end up seeing on this play.
A slow to develop play, and you almost always know what that's going to end up with.
Okay, so it looks like it's going backwards on Lake City.
Trying to hold those blocks. It gets harder and harder when the plays don't develop in a timely fashion. So. Would you say, Jeff, there's holding on every play just about? It's just a matter of the ones you can pick out?
It's pretty much how good are you at hiding the holding?
Yep, it's a tough job. Offensive line is a thankless and very tough job, and it takes some special kids to do it.
Yeah, well, we're going to try and give some of those kids a little credit tonight for their blocking because they certainly don't get the attention in the press that they deserve.
No, and we have a really good battle up front between Manton and Lake City so far. I mean, they're really battling at the line of scrimmage. You can see it.
Absolutely.
That's where the game really happens. So.
All right, so this is taking Lake City all the way back to the 39-yard line. That is going to bring up about, right around 1st and 20 or so. 2nd and 20, excuse me. All right, Holt under center. He takes a snap. He's got some receivers out there. Airs it up. He's got Devin Davis deep. Is it going to happen? It does. Nice throw. Devin Davis ran under it, and that is a Lake City touchdown. Beautiful pass by Matt Holt.
Wow, very exciting play right there. I thought it was too long.
Now he hung it up there, and Devin Davis has got pretty good speed. He ran right under it and made a beautiful play. Good touchdown play for the Trojans.
He made it look easy on the catch. And it wasn't. It was right over the middle of his body, and those are hard to gauge.
All right, and there's Lake City's quick strike capability. They've had a number of big plays this year. Looks like they are going for 1-point conversion. The kick is up, And a little wobbly, but it's through the uprights for an extra point. So that's going to put the Trojans up 7-0 over the Manton Rangers with 1:08 left in this exciting first quarter.
Yeah, looks like Mike Schwab was able to get the PAT for the Trojans.
All right. So they're in business. The crowd's getting fired up. They got some chanting going on. Nothing like livening up a crowd than a nice touchdown play, eh, Mike?
Yeah, that was, wow. That looks like something you'd see on Saturday with college teams almost, That was beautiful.
Yeah, and I think the key really was he had all kinds of time to set his feet, take a look, make a nice throw. The line did a great job of blocking. He wasn't scrambling and running for his life or anything like that. So
yeah, he got plenty of power on that throw because, like you said, his feet were planted solid. Beautiful spiral.
All right, so we are ready for the kickoff. Looks like number 22, excuse me, Nick Dunham, and 15, Isaac Radin, back deep for the Rangers. Walker Herrick is the kicker for the Trojans. He's got a pretty good boot on him.
He's the kicker.
Yeah,
I think you said it right.
He can really let her sail. Okay, there it goes. Looks like it's going to be Dunham. He mishandles it. It's on the ground. He has to quick jump on it as the Lake City defenders were quick. But he does take possession, and it's going to put him at about the 21-yard line to start the Manton Ranger drive.
Yeah, Taylor Butkovic eyes were probably as big as watermelons there. He meant to get that football. It's a good thing the Manton player was quick about securing it.
Yeah, well, he didn't panic.
Nope.
It took a kind of a bad bounce off him, and he kept his composure and got it. So, not the return they were hoping for, but here we go on their another possession. That's Hahn, takes the snap, gives it to Solani. Solani working his way up the middle. Looks like he got a few, finally brought down. Looks like he did make progress up to close to the 25-yard line. That's going to be good for 3 and about a 2nd and 7 for the Rangers.
And if you're on the Manton sideline, especially from the coaching staff, you hate to see Lake City get that big play because in the last couple of years that just drives their motor as soon as they get that first big play.
Okay, here come the Rangers. Hahn steps back. He's looking to pass. He's scrambling a little bit and puts it down. He's heading for the sideline, makes a nice move, runs into his own player, but he's still able to get over to about close to the 30-yard line. He's just a little shy of a first down. It is going to bring up a 3rd down for the Rangers, but a nice play by Hahn. And good job with the Lake City defense because obviously the defenders were well covering the receivers.
Yeah, nice shifty run there. That was a good run.
All right, so 3rd and long 1 for the Rangers. They're back in their own territory. They give us to Solani. Boy, he runs into his own player. Defense of Lake City was standing tough, and Solani is put down at just short of the 30-yard line, so it looks like no gain on the play. It's going to bring down a 4th and 1, and looks like a punting situation. They're talking it over.
Yeah, really good push from the left side of the Trojans' defensive front there.
Okay, and time has run out here in this exciting first quarter action at Lake City Athletic Complex. You are watching high school football action on 26 Sports and CCTV. We have the Lake City Trojans 7, the Rangers of Manton nothing, and we'll be back in just a moment for second quarter action.